Alrighty, good morning everybody. How's everyone doing on this fine morning? Just gonna give you guys a minute or two to jump on into the live stream, and then we are gonna get started on an introduction, and then we are gonna move on to a preview of 3 different products. It's gonna be the small fridge theme, and then we're gonna do a little conclusion, and then we'll finish it off for you guys for today there. So just gonna give you guys a minute or two to jump right into the live stream. Again, if you guys have any questions in the comments, anything of that, let me know. And throughout the live stream, I'll obviously look at the comment section. I'll answer any questions that may have not been answered. And then, yeah, so engagement, interaction is most certainly encouraged. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into the live stream. And my name's Hayden. For some of you guys who don't know, I specialize in the tech as well as doing diagnostics, repairs, etc. when working on these fridges right down here. That's basically who I am, as well as I do the customer service. So some of you guys might know who I am from, like, answering phone calls, being on the Facebook group chat for doing diagnostics, or just in general, you see me at the local shows down by the west coast of California, such as Sand Sports Super Show, Rodeo X Rigs, was at that one not too long ago. And yeah, and you'll probably see me at SEMA coming up pretty soon too. So basically, I'm all over the place. I do a lot of the tech and working on fridges. And so that is the guy who I am. And without further ado, we are going to jump right into the first fridge we got right here. It's a Go 20, very solid. Actually, in fact, let me talk about ICECO as a brand, because some of you guys may not know who are jumping on this live stream, wondering who is ICECO? Like, who are they as a brand? What do they do? And in fact, ICECO is a company that was making or manufacturing parts for several other fridges. And then just recently, we jumped onto manufacturing our own fridges. We've been in the business for about several years now. But before that, ICECO used to be a company that was around 20 years old, but we were only manufacturing or making parts. And then just recently, we started coming out with our own models and improving on them, designing. And we jumped into the ball game where we kind of designing and making our own fridges for the niche market of our overlanders, off-roaders, any of those guys. General applications is perfectly fine too. If you've got a minivan, SUV, or anything of the sort, you want to switch to this and use a compressor refrigeration system versus conventional ice cubes, then the ICECO fridge is perfect for you. But yeah, that's basically who we are. We provide a solution to a problem where I'm sure some of you guys have that problem where you're constantly fishing through, your conventional cooler. You've got ice cubes in it, and then maybe a few hours might pass. It gets all soggy. Everything's all wet, and you're fishing through ice cold water to try to grab your drinks, food, produce, any of those items. I know my campers out there know that struggle. I myself do, because I know it's totally cumbersome. I go camping a lot. I've actually started camping about maybe 10, 12 years ago, so I've been doing it for almost a decade. And I would say throughout those 11 years, the 11 years I've been camping, I've used the cooler. And every time I have to grab something out of it, it's a massive pain. And honestly, had I not known about ICECO refrigeration before, I would have totally bought one of these ones a long time ago and would have been way off better in terms of saving money for my food and many other things. So basically, ICECO, we provide a solution to a problem. We make fridges for those who don't want to deal with those ice cube coolers. And that is the luxury we want to provide to you guys in the off-road industry for general use, side-by-sides, motorcycles, all of the above. We want to provide to all of you guys and want to, develop and make fridges for everybody that they can use from their day-to-day use. So first thing first, we're going to jump right into the Go 20 we have in front of me right here. One thing you're going to want to note is the massive sign behind me that's saying if you buy a Go 20, you'll get a free chair. Now, I've been doing this for a while. I hear about all the deals and whatnot that come in. Not once have I seen that we were offering a free chair along with the purchase of our cheapest fridge that we have on our page. So $150 value plus the additional sales and discounts you get on all the other fridges and accessories that we're selling. So I gotta say, this is a deal of a lifetime. In fact, it is so crucial because we've made this deal for only 2 days. So that's how much of a banging deal that is that we only have the deal going on for 2 days. And within that time frame, if you do happen to purchase a Go20, you do get yourself a free chair. And if you check our website, you are gonna see that those chairs usually go for about 150 bucks. We have a couple other models, but the high back chair we've got right behind me usually sells for 150 on the website. So that is an absolute banging deal where you get a Go20, a chair included with it, and you might as well pick yourself up a couple other accessories for your fridge that you can use when you're going camping or use it as a weekend warrior. So that is honestly a very sweet deal we've got going on. Halloween deals going on. We've got a bunch of different sales and discounts going on. If you look at the links below or you check our official website, you'll actually see that we've got tons of sweet, nifty deals going on our official website. So be sure to check that out. Again, you guys have been staring at this one for a while. I'm gonna jump right into the features, characteristics, cool applications you can use this fridge for. And just looking at the exterior, you're gonna notice that the fridge is pretty small. It's actually called the Go20, so it's a 20-liter fridge. And we do offer this guy in a dual zone, meaning that you actually get to have one side for freezer and one side for refrigeration. And it actually comes included with the divider right here that you can pull out of the fridge and use at your will. So that means you get to set one side of freezer, one side cooler, vice versa. However you want to configure it, it's entirely up to you. You can do whatever you want with this fridge and basically just adjust the temperatures to your liking. It's going to have this little LCD display right here on the side. You're just going to tap the up and down buttons to adjust your temperature. It's going to have a snowflake on the display right here. I'm actually going to show you guys in a quick second. And then again, if you guys have any questions, let me know, because I'm always looking at the chat. You know, I want to answer any questions if you guys have any specific concerns about certain fridges. But again, I'm going to bring you right to the display right here. So you're going to notice you got the LCD display with the snowflake, which indicates the max or performance mode for this refrigerator, meaning that if you do this, you actually get one side automatically right here. So you got the snowflake right here. You get one side automatically set to the freezer setting. That essentially means if you press that snowflake, it will turn on performance capabilities as well as auto set that temperature to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature range on this fridge is going to be 68 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to 0. And for the price, I think we got this guy going on about north of $300. If you check our website, we got a bunch of deals going on all over the place, tons. I can't even keep up myself. So right here, again, amazing deal. Pick this guy up. I think it's like $329 if I have to be correct. Let me actually just verify that for you guys. Don't want to be giving out the wrong information, so let me just go correct you guys. So $359.20. So actually we have a discount on the fridge itself anyway. So the original price was $449. We actually have it going for $359. So about $90 off on the original price, plus the additional free chair you get with it. So if you have to put that in terms of value, you've got $90 and $150. That's about $240 of value out of purchasing a Go20. Just purchasing the Go20 itself. You save yourself $250 because you get a free accessory and you get $90 off on the original purchase. Want to make this deal even better? This little battery pack I got on the side. This guy is our PB250 magnetic battery pack. It's a 250 watt, hence the name. And it's going to power this fridge for about 8 to 12 hours, depending on how you're using it in terms of temperature. And the original price on this guy was $269 on our official ICECO website. Guess how much it is now? $109 is the original price. Is the new price we got going on for it. So that's more than half off on the battery pack we got right down here. Am I seeing something right here? So not only you can have a Go 20 where you can plug it into your car or a wall. Again, these guys are compatible with 12 volt and 110 volt. This one's just gonna have a DC port insert, but you can plug it into your wall or you could plug it into your car. And this guy is a 12 volt where you could essentially run the fridge independently, disconnected from the car. You could take it out to a campsite, wherever you are, and you could run it completely off of this 250 watt battery pack for an extended period of time. So that is a cool little system. If you guys are in the market for a small fridge, now is the time to buy, because not only do you get this sweet deal, but you also get a discount on the fridge, and we have this massive deal going on for the 250 watt. We're gonna offer the Go 20 in a couple other colors. We've got the white one right in front of me right here, and then we've got a dark grayish color as well. If you check on our website, you'll see that we have a few color swathes that you guys can choose from. So that is the Go 20 right here. It does feature the micro compressor at the bottom, and then a lot of our bigger models will feature the large compressor, but for all the models I'm talking about today, they're gonna be featuring the micro compressor, which is more than enough performance and capabilities for the application right here for a 20 liter, 35 liter, or a 30 liter fridge. So they're absolutely great. These guys will go down to zero very quickly, especially if they're empty. You pre-cool them. They'll take maybe about 30, 45 minutes to get down to that temperature. And then you can throw all your goods in, all your items, and you will cool them really quick. So absolutely great. Going into the stats, we do feature the ICECO compressor right here, which is a German performance compressor. And we actually use this in 100% of our lineup. In fact, we are the only guys to feature the ICECO compressor in 100% of our lineup. So it's the best compressor you could arguably get for the application of cooling food, produce, and all of the above. So again, these compressors are amazing. In fact, we are the only guys to offer a 5-year warranty on the compressor itself, meaning if you have any problems or troubles with your cooling system, all you have to do is contact customer support. We'll do a quick diagnostics on the fridge. We'll start with doing very minor repairs. Usually it's not the cooling system. It'll sometimes be the electronics that fail, probably due to exposure to condensation water or going under a lot of stress over an extended period of time. If that's not the case, then that probably means that the cooling system is in fact faulty, and we'll go ahead and warranty that out for you. We'll take the old one back, and then we'll send you a replacement unit that you get to use for however long it'll serve you. So absolutely great. That's included with the fridge, and then we have a 1-year warranty on the entirety of the fridge, meaning that if you have problems with the display, if you got problems with the physical cosmetics on the fridge, say for example a cover got broken or the lid's absolutely smashed in, what we'll do, we'll send out a replacement part for you, or we'll replace the entirety of the fridge if it is fixed to the fridge itself. So again, we offer these cool warranties and coverages for you guys out there. So that kind of inspires some sort of confidence to take that fridge out, use it however you like, and then at the end of the day, if anything gets damaged or broken, then we are the guys to shoulder the responsibility, and we'll send you a replacement. So absolutely banging deal right there. We're the only guys for a 5-year warranty for everything. All of our fridges, we have a 5-year warranty, which is absolutely phenomenal. Last time I checked, I don't think any of our competitors actually offer that 5-year warranty. So go ahead and check us out. We've got tons of great deals going on for the fridges. That's enough of the Go 20. We are actually gonna jump on to the next fridge, which is gonna be this shiny aluminum guy right behind me. And that is gonna be the APL 35. Now this guy is a relatively recent release that we came out with from the APL series. First things first, at the quick glance, you're gonna notice that we have the aluminum casing on the outside. We were going for a more retro, boxy look when we were designing this fridge. And then hence the name, it is a 35 liter fridge. So you're gonna have a little bit more storage than the Go20 right down there. And you are gonna have a fixed dual zone instead of a removable divider for the fridge. So that means you can do one side refrigeration, one side freezing, and then same thing, you can configure the temperatures however you like. That's entirely up to you, but that is generally the use right there. We have a fixed divider in between, so you can't remove the divider. However, it is a 35 liter, so we offer significantly more space for refrigeration and cooling. And then essentially for these corner pieces and the exterior, we're kind of going for a very shiny aluminum look. So very great. We got some nifty deals going on for the fridges right here. We do have 2 LED lights on the inside of the fridge, meaning that if you happen to open it during nighttime, you'll at least be able to see what you're doing when you're fishing around, grabbing any items out of that fridge and then closing that unit. You're gonna notice that for the lid, we do feature a 45-degree angle stay hinge for the APL 35. So that means if you are opening the fridge, and I think some of us have some bad experiences with hinges where if we open up a door, lid, anything of the sort, and it's like this, it'll automatically just fall down and close on your fingers. And none of us want that. None of us want having our fingers caught in hinges. So we actually took a special hinge right here where it stays pretty much at any angle up to 45 degrees to 90. So 45 right here, you've got maybe 60, 75, and then all the way up to 90. Obviously it will stay open, and then farther past that, it will obviously stay open like that too. So again, we just ended up throwing in a hat like these hinges right here as a additional feature. So one thing I want to point out, for a lot of our fridges, we do over-engineer the heck out of them. So we are adding in tons of features, tons of characteristics, and just cool little details that you might have not noticed when you purchase your fridge, because we really take everything into account when it comes to manufacturing and building these fridges, because we are designing them for outdoor applications. That essentially means if you've got, you know, I know a lot of you guys who go camping are very rough on certain items. I myself am pretty rough on a lot of my items. I'm throwing it in the back of my truck bed, and I'm just like, you know, I'm going out camping, I'm pulling things out, I'm sliding things out, you know, stuff is getting banged up, it's getting scratched. And that is one thing we 100% take into account when we design these fridges right here, because we want to feature a very durable casing around the outside, as well as extremely solid insulation for the refrigeration and freezing application. So that is the APL 35 right here. Again, we're going to offer the 5-year warranty on the compressor or the cooling system, and then a 1-year warranty on the entirety of the fridge. Again, it's also going to feature this LCD display right here, and then you could essentially adjust the this one's going to have a little bit more features than the Go20 right down here. This one, you can actually adjust your battery protection mode. Now, what exactly does that mean? Battery protection mode actually refers to the level of protection you are seeking for the external device or whatever you're using to plug into the fridge. That essentially means if you got a 12-volt plug-in like your car, or an external battery pack, essentially if you set your battery protection mode to low, it will sense that at any point in time, if it senses that it's receiving under 12 volts, it will automatically cut off power to the fridge in order to protect your powering device or your car, for example. I know some people are pretty concerned about when they plug their fridge into their car, they leave it on, and you know, they don't want to come back to their car with the battery completely drained, and next thing you know, you're stranded if you're solo camping, or if you don't have a jumper pack, then you're absolutely screwed. So that is another thing we took into consideration, was the battery protection mode, because again, you need 12 volts to crank a motor over. So the moment it senses under 12 volts, it will cut power, protect your battery, and then the fridge will turn off. So that is a cool little firewall we've got to protect your battery, as well as protect your electrical system that you've got going on. And then obviously we've got battery protection mode, medium and high. That is for more high power applications, like if you're plugging into a wall outlet or anything of the sort, then the fridge will be able to work more efficiently if it's plugged into, if it senses that it's plugged into higher voltage, so like 110 volt system. Ideally you want to use medium or high. And then one thing I was going to point out, we do have a max or eco mode. Now what exactly does that mean? Max refers to a performance mode. Again, we feature these performance compressors. Why not use the full capabilities of those compressors? Now that max mode refers to if you set a temperature to, say for example, 0 degrees, and you've got very low temperature coming up from 68 degrees Fahrenheit or ambient temperature, and you want to get down to that temperature as quickly as possible, max mode would be ideal for you, because that will basically unlock all performance capabilities, reach that temperature significantly quicker than eco, and when you do reach that temperature, it will do everything in its power to maintain that exact temperature. Meaning, if you've got dairy, produce, ice cream, or anything you want to keep frozen, meat if you want to keep frozen, then performance max mode would be the performance that you would be seeking when you are cooling or freezing any of your items. So, because it'll do anything to maintain that temperature. However, the drawback is the significant power consumption out of the fridge. So if you have a battery pack, or a small battery system you're using to charge all of your accessories and items, then maybe max would not be the mode for you. And that is why we have come out with the eco mode as well as a feature for all the fridges. The eco mode essentially refers to the compressor reaching that set temperature. It'll do it quietly, it'll do it slowly, and then once it reaches that temperature, it will let the set temperature deviate about several degrees, and then the compressor will kick on again, reach that temperature, and then let it deviate about a few degrees and whatnot, and then reach that exact temperature again. Now, this essentially means that you'll be able to conserve as much power as possible if you're off the grid, or if power is something that is scarce for you, then the eco mode will be more ideal. If you had to put it in a context, the compressor usually runs for about a few minutes, and then it turns off and it's quiet for about 30 minutes. And then it turns on again, runs for about a few minutes. And then you see a repeated interval of about 30 minutes off and about a few minutes on. So that is the benefit of running eco mode if you have scarce power. And then I think that is pretty much it as far as the LCD display we've got right here. You can also see the voltage that is coming into the fridge. The one benefit about all the APL series is that they can actually reach a temperature from 68 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to -4. And now that is below freezing temperatures. It's -4. That is significantly lower than a lot of our competitors out there. We actually offer the ability for people to go down to the negative temperatures in Fahrenheit. So it's very cool because we get to take full advantage of the performance capabilities of our CCOP compressors, and pretty much use them in real world applications. And now that applies for all of our APL series and the JP series, which I'm about to talk about pretty soon. One thing you're gonna know is we got these little spring-loaded handles. That just is, a little additional feature we took into account when designing and making the APL 35. Again, in the name, it is a 35-liter fridge. This guy, where would you see it? Well, the APL 35 is a very general application fridge, meaning that you could use it in your SUV, car. If you're camping, it's a great weekend warrior. If you got a side-by-side or an off-road rig specifically for sand or doing some crazy stuff, you would see a couple of these guys in the side-by-sides mounted in the back, and or you'll have them kind of bolted up to your off-road rig somehow. So that is typically what you see these guys for. They're very general. This was more like the middle ground fridge that was designed and made for everybody. So whether if you got minivan, SUV, sedan, you want to use it just to cool drinks, you want to use it just to cool ice cream, you want it to take it, you know, for a weekend when you go camping, or you want to take it when you're doing sand sports or going off-road, and you want to be able to take some items with you just in case. So, and this is the exact fridge for you guys. For a very affordable price, you do get a very solid fridge, and with a lot more features than the Go 20 I had just beforehand. And again, this is one of our newer releases, and from the feedback I've been getting, the APL 35 has been absolutely great, and everyone says they love it. So that's if you check the reviews, check online reviews, little demos, you'll visibly see that a lot of people can vouch for the APL 35 as being a very amazing fridge. So I'm actually going to go on to the next unit I have right behind me, and that's actually going to be the JP30. Now, I don't exactly have a JP30 on hand right now, but we're just going to take this JP40 Pro right here, and we're going to imagine it's a JP30 Pro. So again, the features and everything between the two are exactly the same, except for the dimensions. You're going to notice that the JP30 is probably quite considerably smaller. You're going to notice it's probably around the height of the APL 35, so it's going to be like maybe around this in terms of height. And but features, cooling capabilities, and all of the above are going to be identical to the other JP models that we have in our lineup. So first thing you can kind of see is that we have a very narrow design for the fridge. We took this into account because some people may not have very wide cargo space for the refrigeration, and they have like a little slot that they can put whatever they're taking with them. And we took this into account by people being able to slide it into narrow areas and still be able to carry your fridge with you. A lot of my guys out there who do have the Mercedes Sprinters or the Ford Transit off-road camper vans, I know that for the space in between the two chairs at the very front, you have just barely enough to fit the JP Pro fridge in between, and you'll be able to lift up the fridge and grab whatever items there are on the inside and close it while you're driving on the road. So a lot of people I know like to do that, or they'll tuck it into very tight cargo spaces where they'll take it with them to go camping. Now, the biggest redeeming factor of the JP series is actually going to be the wheels on the side. So let me actually flip this thing for you real quick. We got these small wheels at the very back, and this basically enables you to you know, take the fridge as is. If you've got tons of food and items, I know the fridges and coolers get very heavy, and it's often pretty difficult to carry the whole thing with you when you're going up to your campsite, if you're doing outdoor camping on the ground, or you just want to roll it off to a site where you set up. Then obviously that is like, you know, it's a pain to try and lift, you know, a lot of weight. The fridges themselves are inherently pretty heavy depending on what size you're going for, and they tend to get a little bit bulky. We took that into account by adding the wheels instead with an extended handle for you to carry, lift up, and roll to your site. So very nice external feature we have for the JP Pro series. And then one thing you're gonna notice is that we have this giant metal band that goes around the outside. Now, what is that for exactly? Well, that is actually for the PB250. So if you have a magnetic battery pack, such as the 250 right here, you have any magnetic items like magnetic koozie or any accessories that you happen to take with you when you go camping, then this is a cool little accessory band where you can pretty much stick all of your items or accessories that you take with you when you do go camping. So, but generally we kind of designed it for the PB250 when you're kind of, you know, you're moving, you're rolling around. What you can do is take that plugged up and onto the side and string the power cable to the side of your refrigeration unit right here, and you'll be able to take it on the go when you are you know, rolling out to your site. Essentially, you'll just tuck up the wiring like this, and then you'll be able to lift the entire unit, such as, and you can roll your entire unit while it's still plugged in and cooling all of your items. So another thing I was going to point out was the 2-directional lid. So you can open up from the back side, you can open up from the front side, and even better, you can open it from both sides right here. You can take the entire lid off if you wanted to, and then it's going to feature 2 LED lights on the inside, as well as a UV light cleaning mode. Now that is a unique feature that we have in the JP Pro Series, meaning that if you have, you know, we typically cool a lot of items. If the temperature tends to go a little bit higher than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, then, you know, that is typically a breeding ground for bacteria or any of the sort, and we don't want to be getting sick off of that. So we actually integrated a UV light cleaning mode where it will shine a blue light specifically designed to kill off bacteria and inherently just keep your cooler a lot cleaner. So it's a cool little feature we took into account, and your cooler does that. Have a UV light designed to clean the inside. And then I think the JP30 Pro is going to be a single zone. So you're going to notice that the pricing on the JP30 Pro is actually going to be really good. I'm actually pulling up that price for you guys real quick. Let me show you guys. All right, so the original price on the JP30 Pro was $529, and now the new price is $423.20. That is about $100 off on the original price. Now, if you guys are in the market for a JP30 Pro, highly recommend you guys go take it off. Go take a look at it. We got this guy going 20% off on the original price. And then you are going to notice that the JP30 Pro is going to be a single zone. So it's either going to be refrigeration or freezer. And then, you know, you can either set temperatures from 68 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to -4. Another feature I was going to point out for the unit right here is that it will start beeping at you if you happen to leave the lid open. It was just doing it to me just recently. It will notice that you've left the lid open and will want you to close it properly because it's not too happy about that. So if you happen to leave the lid open or cracked open, it'll actually tell you that the lid has been left open. So that's a very cool feature. These guys are Bluetooth controlled as well. I did see on the Facebook chat, somebody was boasting about the ICECO fridges being able to be integrated into the Apple CarPlay systems. Now, a lot of us got newer cars, a lot of us got older cars. I myself have an older one, but I do have an Apple CarPlay system installed on that with a big little screen. And these guys, you can actually install the ICECO app on that Apple CarPlay and monitor as well as control the temperature of your fridge from the comfort of your driver's seat when you're on the road. Now this makes it a lot easier to monitor their temperature as well as safer for you, so you don't have to look back, reach back, or if it's all the way tucked away in your cargo, at least you'll know the exact temperature and exactly what is going on inside of your unit. Now, if you got drinks, you know, produce, ice cream, any of those items, you can monitor that temperature and make adjustments on the go. Now, that's very convenient because I don't think there are many other guys that actually offer the app integrated into the Apple CarPlay system. Very cool. I saw someone was boasting about that. Some of you guys may not know, like at first glance, you may not know if it's app controlled or if it's got Bluetooth capabilities. Well, in fact, a lot of our lineup does. We got Bluetooth capabilities, we got app control, and you can make adjustments from your phone. You can monitor the temperature, and you can actually do that for pretty much all of our fridges that we have to offer, except for the VL Pro Series. Not just yet, but soon we might be coming out with Bluetooth capabilities for that. Every other fridge, however, we do have app controlled settings and Bluetooth capabilities for them. And that's pretty much enough of this fridge. Again, it's going to have a max and eco mode, LCD display, very similar to the APL35, analog buttons to make the adjustments, and it's going to tell you the voltage going into the fridge as well, so you'll know exactly how much power you're getting. And then that is pretty much it as far as the construct of the fridge. You are going to notice that we do feature a little bit of plastic on the exterior, but fret not, we don't use cheap ABS plastic or any of the sort. We actually use premium grade molded plastic for our designs right here, and we integrate them into our systems along with a lot of metal parts, alloys, and kind of do a mix of the both to kind of allow for a light design as well as a premium design too, because we want to take into account the weight when we were throwing on a bunch of metal, as well as we want to take into account the looks and aesthetics of the fridge. And that was exactly the middle ground that we achieved, which was integrating the both plastic and metal to make a very high grade premium refrigeration unit. That is enough for me today. I went over the Go 20 that we have right here with the amazing deal. Highly recommend you guys go purchase that. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen we had a deal this good, a discount on the fridge, as well as a free chair with you. I don't know if that doesn't tell you that's not a sign to go buy a fridge. I don't know what is, because that is one of the best deals you could arguably get for our ICECO fridges. This is basically just telling you to get into the ICECO coolers, try it out for yourself. It's like one of those things where you're hesitant at first, you know, you don't want to spend a few $100 on something that you may or may not know would be amazing. Well, I can guarantee you that when you do purchase a Go 20, you are going to be buying another cooler in the future, because I see so many people who started out with a small fridge and they ended up purchasing one of our larger ones or better ones, and they absolutely love it. They got multiple units, they use it all the time in-house, on their car, multiple rigs. You'll see a lot of our influencers and whatnot, they'll have multiple rigs themselves. And those guys, they probably actually paid for it themselves when they first, you know, before they even joined ICECO as the brand and whatnot. So these guys are actually our own customers who love our brand. If that's not a sign to go purchase a Go 20 and get a free chair with it along with the discount on the Go 20, I mean, that's a sign right there, guys. You gotta go check it out. Just at least click on it, you know, look and decide, you know, run it on your car, sedan, SUV, whatever you guys want to run it on. I just, you know, this deal, I can't even, words can't even put into context for me. The deal is absolutely amazing. If you're looking for a small fridge, it's perfect. Absolutely amazing. And obviously I featured the JP30 Pro. Envision JP30 Pro, as well as the APL35 with the aluminum casing. We've got deals going on for those items. We got tons of other deals for all the other fridges on our website. If you're looking for something bigger, we are going to be talking about bigger fridges probably next week. But we are going on to the small theme fridges for this week, where we've got those three guys, and then we got the PB250 right here. 250 watt battery pack for $109 on our official ICECO website. Check this out as well. If you guys are in the market for a fridge and you go camping a lot, you want to take your fridge out of your rig, then this would be a very ideal option as well, because having a battery pack like this can not only allow you to charge any 12 volts, you can actually use it to charge USB-C, USB, and you can also run this guy to solar panel as well. And if you actually check our website, we've got a bundle deal going on for the solar panel as well as the PB250. And I say pretty much for the price of the MSRP PB250, you get a solar panel and you get the PB250 itself. So, and we just got tons of great deals coming Halloween, going all the way up to Christmas. We've got some amazing deals. I'm gonna be talking about those deals all next week, this week, and many weeks to come. You guys will see me on the live streams Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be on Amazon Live. If you're watching from YouTube, go check us out on Amazon. We get lots of interaction. A lot of people love us. A lot of people like to purchase our products from the Amazon. And I will be doing YouTubes on Wednesdays as well. This is our just, you know, getting exposure into the YouTube live industry, because we usually just do our live streams on Amazon. But now we're going to be doing them on YouTube and Amazon as well. 2 days on Amazon, 1 day on YouTube. Highly recommend you guys join our live streams. Check out the products we are previewing. We do lots of debuts of different products, new releases, cool characteristics and features we talk about. And our live streams are just jam-packed with a lot of cool stuff. Again, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, because I do want to answer any of your questions if you guys you know, have any concerns or whatnot. about the fridges or coolers. So I really appreciate everything that was going on. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys have great engagement. I really appreciate everybody. And yeah, so I appreciate everything. You guys are amazing. Engagement, again, we'll be doing the live streams 3 times a week. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace out. That is enough of me, Hayden, the tech support and tech of ICECO products. I will see you guys probably tomorrow.